You're Diana's daughter, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God! When I first saw you, so please tune in or come in person. We're going to be here from 12 to 3, and then we're actually here all day. We're here from 12 to 7. There's
Una, dos, tres. Body. Hey, welcome to Moss Pride. Today is Saturday, June 12th, 2021. It could be whatever day you want it to be, actually. And we are here with a COVID safe experience online and in person. And we're online in multiple places. My name is Quetzal Lopez, and my beautiful co-host, Isis De Luna. Hi, Isis.
hi everybody. Thank you for joining us.
I know, you're so beautiful.
Thank you. I woke up like this. I wish.
Well, now everybody can see Isis on here at the Facebook, The Source LGBT Live, or you can also find us on YouTube. You just search The Source LGBT. And then we got some DJs that are going to be on super soon on Twitch at Dulce Up Front. So you can go to Twitch and see DJs. They're going to be on probably around closer to 12:30 p.m. And then they'll be running till 5 p.m. And then we also have another opportunity for you all to have a COVID safe experience. It's called HopIn. It's a virtual platform. All you got to do is go to hopin.com hopin.com/events/out loud -event. Why they gotta make it so hard? Anyways, you go to Hopin and they have these one-on-one experiences where you can connect with people, and then you can also connect with vendors virtually. And we have vendors here at the actual event here, and then also we also have, what else? We have the main stage, which is us, and so we're also in person here in Fresno at the Moss Village, aka the Free Speech area downtown, aka where the clock tower is at 1934 Mariposa. Yes,
Street.
Mariposa Street. So you can come on down all the way over here and make your way to Moss Village. Thank you, Anthony. Look at we already got people. We have wanderers coming around on the back. See, look at Anthony. Go ahead, walk through the back right here. You can see him through this beautiful. Go ahead, pick your head. This is Anthony from Moss Fresno, one of the organizers. So we're excited that he's here. But we got DJs, right? We got DJs.
Oh, we got so many DJs. We got DJs galore, honey. Some of the best DJs of Fresno. Moss Pride is very, very honored to have, very happy to have great DJ performances. And as mentioned, you can come in person, or of course, we respect everyone's wishes to remain COVID safe. If you haven't had your vaccine, you can't come out just yet. You can watch us on Twitch at Dulce Up Front. Anyway, we got some great DJs, as mentioned. We have Project Low, we got Mackle, we have Enrique Atanasio, we have Ome DJ, we got Groovy Drew, Green Giant, KG559, and of course Shibby. And they'll be going on in a little bit, so stick around, have your Twitch ready for when they go live. That way you can be right on there.
Yeah. And we also got lots of craft vendors and food vendors, and we also got a drag show after this event. It's the after party at Libellula. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm sorry about that. Libellula.
I've always wondered how you're supposed to pronounce it.
The love of my life tells me I pronounce it wrong all the time. So
we need Google Translate.
I know. And then it's right around the corner at 1154 Broadway Street. So if you're going to come out after the event, after 5, then go straight there at 1154 Broadway Street, hosted by Cara Coronado and Drift Demon. And then they got drag performances by who? Who do we got?
Well, we got some great queens from all over the Central Valley. Of course, the beautiful and always stunning Camilla P. Davis. We have Ego Darling, Crystal Cowboy, Melody De Leon, and Blue. And as mentioned, that starts at 5-ish. We're running on drag time as always. So come through at 5. That way you can catch the beginning of it. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, and if you want to eat, Libellula is a restaurant, so you can sit outside, you can have some food, and you can watch a show. So it's pretty dope. But before we get started with the rest of today's event, we got to acknowledge the land we are on, and we are sitting on the midst of the San Joaquin Valley, a valley rich in traditions and representation of Native American people and cultures. And we're grateful to be in this traditional homelands of the Yokuts and the Monos people, whose diverse tribal communities share stewardship over this land.
Thank you so much for recognizing the land that we're on as well. I feel like, we go through life, living our lives here in Fresno, and we never acknowledge the original people, the first people. So, let's show our respects to the Yokuts and the Mono.
Thank you. Yes. And we must also acknowledge our Two-Spirit people. That's right. The term Two-Spirit became official in 1990 to describe Native American people who are believed to be blessed with both male and female spirits. But the concept of gender fluidity has existed in Native culture for centuries. And we got a little video with Paula Ramos, who tells us how a group that was once celebrated by its community has had to fight to keep itself from being erased. Let's check it out.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, gender nonconforming, and Two-Spirit. You probably haven't heard the last one, right? Well, Two-Spirit is a Native American term used to describe people who are believed to be blessed with both male and female spirits. And while the word itself is relatively new, Two-Spirit people have actually been around for centuries. So let us explain. For the hundreds of tribes who lived in what is now known as the United States, Two-Spirit people were individuals who took on both traditional female and male roles. For example, a Two-Spirit man might be both a weaver and a hunter, or a Two-Spirit woman might excel at crafting and combat. The tribe celebrated them not because of their gender identity, but for their range of skills. They were respected as healers, seers, and medicine people. They were considered lucky in finding love, and they could help others by matchmaking and creating love potions. Two-spirit people were often referred to in a third or fourth gender, but each tribe had their own interpretation and word for it. And while being two-spirit was more about the natural fluidity of gender roles than about sexual orientation, they did tend to have same-sex relationships. Two-spirit people were honored within their communities. They were celebrated, embraced, normalized. But ignorant European settlers not only treated them poorly, but they were also perplexed by their same-sex relationships. And not surprisingly, over time, American missionaries and government agents did all they could to stamp out these cultural practices among natives. They forced relocation and forced mandatory boarding schools to culturally assimilate into white society and required Christian conversion. So as you can imagine, two-spirit traditions began to fall by the wayside. Luckily, a small number of people were able to preserve them. Native American activists in the 1960s unearthed this tradition. And slowly, knowledge about indigenous gender nonconforming people began to spread. So in the late 1980s, Native American activists began referring to queer members of their community with a new term, two-spirit. Because it was in English, the term united hundreds of Native tribes and communities under a language and culture they all knew and shared. And like other modern terms like LGBTQ, the term two-spirit emphasizes spiritual and historical heritage as opposed to the sexual and biological aspects of gender identity. Although two-spirit is in English, its origins are rooted in indigenous language. The term became official at the 1990 Intertribal Native American Conference in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Today, while two-spirit people continue to deal with the effects of colonizers' attempts to wipe out Native culture, the term is being used by the indigenous queer community to help them claim not just their gender identity, but their ethnic and spiritual heritage too. Every time you hear about the need to break away from the binary, every time you hear the need to fight for gender fluidity, do remember that it's a term that is not a new fight. It's actually a return to our roots.
Thank you, Paula Ramos. You know, I like how it said, like, welcome to, back to our roots, actually. What do you think about the video?
I really enjoyed that, and it was very informational. There's a lot of people that have that don't really understand what the term two-spirit means, and it's new. It's a new term as far as the mainstream, but the concept of two-spirit is as old as this land that we live on. We have such a short-term memory because we think of everything to say it bluntly in colonizer terms,
right.
So when we look at issues about transgenderism,
right.
We don't have that knowledge of that the previous peoples have.
Right.
In many Native American cultures, there's as many as 5 different genders.
Right.
That's not nothing new.
Right.
That's as old as time itself. So I really appreciate that beautiful video that was put together. I think it was really informational, and I'm sure it answered a lot of people's questions.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I identify as two-spirit, and then before that term came out, I was having a really hard time with like the identity of like being queer or I don't know, bisexual. There was always something that felt really missing to me, or genderqueer, and it was this spiritual aspect that I really had a hard time with. That it felt like very linear. So the two-spirit for me at this moment, and it's going to shift, right? That's the thing, the beauty about being human. It's about the fluidity piece, and so I appreciate that. So let's talk about pride though. Like, come on. Like I have so much, of my two-spirit pride. I know you do, looking so fabulous as you do. And, think about it. We celebrate Pride Month every June to mark the anniversary of New York Stonewall Uprising. Not riot. I call it an uprising. You know why? Because it wasn't a riot's like this really like as if I think sometimes when we use the word riot, it's like the combativeness of around authority, like combating authority. But I think, sometimes what we have to do is we really have to rise up against injustice. And so Stonewall was an uprising and is a seminal moment in LGBTQ history. And let's not forget that prior to Stonewall, queer and trans people were fighting for their rights, and it continues today. And it's important to also note the role of Black and brown trans women. And let's take a look at some trans oral history by Miss Major, a beautiful spirit, an anti-prison activist reflecting on her experiences during Stonewall. So let's take a look at that.
At the time, everybody was fighting to get their rights. The blacks wanted theirs. Women wanted their feminist rights done. Everybody wanted to be dealt with as human beings. You know what I mean? And so the gay culture was no different than anybody else. Up until then, the police in every city rules the gay community bars and stuff. They go up to there and they take those nightsticks and hit the door jamb. And you're supposed to step away from a partner of the same sex if you're dancing with them. If you're at a table, you're supposed to move apart and sit and be casually talking within so many feet away from each other. For whatever reason, I have no idea what that was. No one can tell you definitively, well, this is what it was and this is why it happened. There is no what it was, why it happened. It was just the right time and the right place. Because when they came to get us out of there, nobody moved. They started chanting, don't arrest the girls, don't arrest the girls. And something happened, either something like a boom. I don't know if it was a firecracker. They say someone threw a beer bottle. Someone else did. One of the girls took her heel and broke a plate glass window. I don't know what the hell it was. All I know is that all of a sudden, everybody was fighting. And I had learned from being in jail that if you're in that kind of a situation, the thing to do is to piss the police off so he knocks you out, then you don't get hurt. Because if you stand there and fight them, they will break every bone in your body. So I got knocked out early. Came to as they were dragging me, and putting me in the back of some car. And then we went to court and they let everybody go. And so it happened that next night. 3 nights this went on. It changed things forever. And to today, we still, as transgender people, do not get the respect from the gay and lesbian community that we deserve. It gets annoying that these gay people are like, oh, Stonewall, faint and all of this shit. So what about the transgender people? What about the folks that were there that were fighting? We were there. Acknowledge that. I'm glad that I finally got to an age where I can just tell them to fuck off. And they can't say shit to him, but she's old. Just leave her alone. That's right, I'm old, I'm bitter, I'm annoyed, I'm angry. Y'all didn't treat us right then, you're not treating us right now. So I don't have time for that.
Isis, what'd you think of that video?
Thank you. First of all, Miss Major, amazing, such an iconic figure, and for her to tell her own personal retelling of what happened at that time, just absolutely legendary. And it's a first-hand account. And I feel like when we hear about Stonewall, we always hear one side of it. And let's be honest, the queer trans people of color, their voices have been greatly left out of this discussion of the narrative. And there's even controversy surrounding that, because those voices have been left out, and now that people are starting to speak up and add to that part of the history, there are actually people that are fighting against that and saying, no, that's not true, that didn't happen,
right.
They went there, right. And it's like, come on,
right?
Why would you deny the truth? Drag queens and transgender people had no place to go but be at the Stonewall. They weren't welcome anywhere else, right. So it's just amazing to see Miss Major tell her own story, her own side, and she's absolutely right. We can't forget that part of history, and we should celebrate it. It's part of our pride.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, no, I think we oftentimes do. We oftentimes kind of synonymous. The pride thing is like we think of like gay men, cisgendered, white, that are running the show, and while there is like a dominant minority that oversees our unfortunate situation, the government, but like we have people all over the world that are doing amazing things and are powerful people. And I think once we get to a point where we really acknowledge the power and the strength of trans women of color, we'll be at our most collectively liberated place, because it's some messed up world, but we got to keep thinking of our pride that we have. And so I said, you know what, we need more. We need Moss pride.
Moss pride.
Moss pride.
Let's crank it up. Crank up the volume.
Crank up the volume. And speaking of Moss pride, I wanted to acknowledge the fact that we got all these amazing, dope vendors hustling out here, doing their thing. And I got a vendor right here. Come on, girlfriend, bring your way over here. Can I move your little purse real quick?
Absolutely.
All right. So
it's as big as a house.
I know.
Purse.
Tell us your name, who you are, where you came from, who you deal with. I'm just kidding.
Hello, everybody. My name is Adeline, and my shop's name is Very Sports Girl. You could find me on TikTok or Instagram, and I hand wrap all of these crystals and make them into jewelry. I absolutely love crystals, and I make pieces so everybody could have a piece of their own.
Yes. Oh, I love that, a piece of their own.
That is so lovely. Let me see it.
Let me see what you got.
You said it's fairy quartz. Fairy quartz girl.
Let me show
fairy as in the fae, the fairy creatures. Yes. Quartz girl. Yeah. These are all beautiful stones, crystals, and handmade all by you, I assume. And you guys talking about Moss Pride, bringing good energy into your life. Absolutely, these beautiful pieces here. I believe this is amethyst. Don't quote me, but there's some beautiful pieces here, and she's here live right now. If you're watching this, come out and check out all of her things. She has beautiful items, and if not, you can always check her out online.
Yeah.
What's your? Do you have an Instagram?
What is it?
And the Instagram is Fairy Quartz Girl. So for the people watching, is there anything you'd like to let them know about your business, or maybe something special or a little detail about yourself?
This is something that I actually barely started this year.
Yes. Give her a hand for that. You just made that leap in doing something that your vision. Thank you, crowd. Thank you.
And you know what? You're right. It's such a leap in such a trying time, right? COVID and everything going on. It's so important, y'all, that we celebrate and support our local business, our local women of color that are coming up in the world, starting their own business at this time. So come through. Fairy Quartz Girl.
Thank you
on
so
Instagram.
much. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And we got tons of other vendors.
That's Adeline, y'all. Thank you so much, Adeline.
We got lots of other vendors here. You're going to see some panoramic views later in the near future. But now I wanted to bring up somebody who I realize is a world-renowned actor who was on CSI for 30 episodes. When I met this guy, I was like, I know he's hot. He's a grown man. He's a good looking man. And of course, he's an actor, but also he's a co-founder of the Source LGBT plus. Brian Poth, come on over here. It's a center based out of Tulare County. Hi, Brian. I'm going to give you this microphone real quick.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Outside, out loud.
I'm so excited you're here too.
It's nice to be able to sit close to people. I got my vaccination bracelet. Thank you so much. This is such a good event. We're out here today. The Source LGBT Plus Center is in Visalia, California. We are celebrating Pride. We're celebrating the fact that so many people, so many communities in the Central Valley are raising the flag for the first time. They're making proclamations. They're celebrating Pride in the Central Valley. And I'm really excited to be here because we are talking to people about how you're COVID safe so we can keep doing events like this. You got to get vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, you got to wear that mask. And if you're inside, wear your mask. We got to protect each other so that we can get out of this thing. We're still in the middle of it. So it's really wonderful to see California's opening up and we can be out and in person like this because of all the vaccinations that have been happening. So we're out here talking to people about that, how to stay COVID safe today. And I guess we'll be back later. I don't want to kill the vibe because this is a vibe here.
You're not going anywhere, honey. We're going to keep you really close by. Well, thank you so much. Give it up for Brian Poff, co-founder of the Source LGBT Plus Center, based out of Tulare County in Visalia. And you know what? You picked up some really great points. It's so important that we're still able to celebrate Pride and do what we can to share in that pride. There's so many cities right now, so many small towns that are taking that step to raise flags. And of course, unfortunately, there are also those towns that, are being denied the ability to fly a flag.
Yes.
It's so controversial.
It's crazy.
So many colors on a piece of fabric. Oh my gosh, we can't fly that. Absolutely not. So it's so important that we are able to do that. And of course, it's so important that we be COVID conscious.
Yes.
And be sure to get your vaccination if you're able, if it's time for you. And if you can't, be sure to practice social distancing. Wash your hands. Stay at home. Do all the things that you have to do in order for all of us to be safe, so we can all come out of this together.
Yes, no, totally. I wanted to give some shout outs though. We got Zach Powerhouse.
Oh, Zach
on Facebook Live right now. We got Pat on Facebook Live. We got Nicolas on Facebook Live. So I want to give a shout out to these beautiful people. Mike Barnes, thank you for giving all your amazing comments. Yes, Vax top seeking Vax bottom. Somebody said a Vax top. This is a grinder conversation.
Okay.
I think we need to have a conversation with Zach Powerhouse
we need to have some conversations about grinder and a hookup during COVID.
Yes,
so
maybe we'll talk about that next.
Yeah, if you're interested in that, please come through right now to the downtown Mariposa Plaza, and we will definitely interview you.
Yes.
We want all the details about how that works and how you were safe during COVID.
For now, though, we need to take a little hot break. We'll be right back in 3 more minutes with more from us here at Moss Pride 2021 at the Clock Tower, downtown Fresno, here, the speech area, whatever you want to call it. Make your way through. We'll be here till 5, and then after party from 5 to 8 at Libelula. But now, a little commercial break.
Hi everybody, my name is Alex Carranza. My pronouns are he, him, his. I am the facilitator at the Sources Kings County Pop-Up in Hanford, and I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Pride. We're going to see each other real soon, so be on the lookout for that. I miss all of you, and I can't wait to see all of you. Thank you for attending our pop-ups in Kings County.
Check. We're back. We
are back, and we are proud, and we have Moss Pride.
Totally. So yeah, welcome back. I wanted to talk a little bit about coming out.
Yes.
or whatever it is. You know,
Absolutely.
when I this is a beautiful purse, by the way.
Thank you.
Since you could beat somebody with it. Dang, that thing is like a weight, girl. Jesus Christ.
I have a couple socks full of nickels in there in case I gotta protect myself.
Ay, dámelo. Ay, ay, ay.
It's a workout, I'll
It's
tell
a
you that.
workout. It's a workout, mommy. So yeah, no, you know, when I came out, actually before that, I was in the 6th grade. And my mom was taking me. We were on our way in a vehicle to my soccer game, and I was putting my shoes on because, you know, I was an athlete, of course.
Of course.
Of course. I was putting my shin guards on. We were in the car listening to music. She was driving. We were at the stop sign in Sanger.
I have to interrupt you. Sorry. Can I guess what sports you played?
Go ahead.
Softball.
Okay. Yes,
Volleyball.
I did. For some-
And for some reason, I'm thinking soccer.
yes.
Can I get them all, or is
Yes.
there one I'm
You
missing?
tell by the power of my legs.
She's got the power quads.
The power cord. So, anyways, we were driving in the car, and then she stops and she turns off the radio, and she rubs my leg like this. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. She rubs my leg like this. She goes, "Mija, if you ever turn lesbiana, I'll still love you."
Oh my god!
And then she just turned the radio up, and she just kept driving. And I was like, I did this, Mom. I was like 6th grade with little pigtails, and I was, yeah, that was like,
that is so
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, no, yeah,
That
yeah.
is like, I mean, for her to give you a nod at
Yes.
such an early age, that is just so powerful. I'm sorry, I might start to cry. It's just so powerful, you know, to get that green light because I'm sorry, were you done? I
No,
didn't
go
mean
ahead,
to.
go ahead.
It's just so powerful because there are so many youth, and myself included, and that struggle growing up because they all many of us are doing is we're looking for a sign, we're looking for representation, we're looking.
Yes.
We don't even know a lot of the time. I didn't know I was gay. Like I just knew that when I was around cute boys. Now when I look back, I just know that when I was around cute boys that I would get nervous, that you know, I'd feel weird. Like I don't know what it was. In gym class I would just be like nervous and awkward and I don't want to look. What was that? And you know, but I never knew what it was, and that's because no one ever said that was a possibility. No one ever gave you the nod that, you know, this might be a thing. And you know, just to hear that, it's just so beautiful. You're very lucky.
I know.
That's why I love your family so much. You guys are so loving.
I do have that support, and I know that like that's made a difference in my life and in terms of my, you know, connection and access to things, you know, having less trauma, you know, to be able to live in this world. And we need more of that, but I know that's not something that happens to a lot of people that are queer or trans or two-spirit, you know, and I'm gonna have top surgery next week, so I'm like super excited about that.
Yeah.
And I got like nothing of a family support around that, which has made the experience really like a lot very stress free, you know. How about you, Isis? Like how was that for you?
Well, you know, it was a little bit different for me, by contrast. You know, I grew up in a very conservative home. You know, my parents were, you know, immigrants from Mexico. They were raised hardcore Catholic. And so, you know, I grew up, you know, being taught that, you know, that gay was bad. And, you know, we never even discussed it as, you know, it actually being a thing. And, you know, when I came out, I had to do it over the phone with my mother. I was 16 years old and she was like, what did I do? Like, you know, God is punishing me. It's the whole Catholic guilt thing. And basically I told, you know, it was a very scary moment for me, but I had already come to terms with it myself. And I said, this is who I am. If you have a problem with it, then I want you to know I've come to terms with the fact that I will no longer have a mother. And I think that scared her more than anything, is that I was already at that point where I was ready to cut all ties, because it's a reality for so many LGBT children and youth. And I just wanted to come out so bad because I had already been struggling it for a while, and you know, she struggled with it for a while, but you know, I have the most supportive mother now. And I mean, she makes me cry with how amazing she is, and she looks back and she's like, how could I not love you? You are my child, you know. there's no way that I could not support you, because I can only imagine the courage that it took for you to get to that point to tell me. So I love my mom so much.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the most, like, for people, it's the people that are closest to you, that you love and you've grown up around, that you wish you had that support for. And this is why we have this Pride Month, and people are celebrating and they have their rainbow flags everywhere, and putting the flag up on the pole means so much to people because of all the struggle, the pain, the fuck uppery, shit that we have to go through.
It's for the visibility.
Yes.
For the fact is there are tons of kids,
Yes.
tons of adults even, that cannot make that choice in their life. They can't take that leap for whatever
Yes.
reasons they have, personal. Sometimes it's a matter of safety,
Yes.
security. Their life is in the balance.
Mhm.
They can't do that. But seeing a rainbow flag, seeing a sticker, seeing, people out that are living out proud and loud, it makes a world of a difference. They're literally inside wanting to join in and they can't, but the fact that they see that
Yes.
it's possible, that makes the world of difference. Like I said, growing up, I didn't have that, and so that's why I live the way I live. I know
Yes.
that's why you live the way you live, because we want to be that example for people.
Yes.
We want people to see us and say it's going to be okay.
Yes, totally. Speaking of, it's going to be okay. We have a friend here. Come on, sit down.
Come here.
Speaking of talking about coming out stories, we just pull people out from the crowd.
Absolutely. That's how we do things here.
Yes.
And I just moved my giant purse.
Yes. Yeah. Tell us who you are.
I'm Julian.
Julian. All right, Julian. And so what about your coming out experience? Since we're on the topic, would you like to share with us?
Well, I always tell people the truth. I didn't come out. I was kind of kicked out. My mom kind of found text messages, and by the caller ID, she knew exactly who it was. And from there, she kind of put two and two together. It wasn't really rocket science, There was a freak out session, and that kind of led to disowning me for a couple of years and not really interacting with the family for a while. It was the same thing where, what did I do wrong?
Exactly. And I think in in the Latino community, I'm not sure if you're Mexican, but in the Mexican community, we definitely face that, because there's such a strong connection with Catholicism and religion. It's such a huge part of our culture, and our parents are engrossed in it. It's literally part of their identity, how they identify. So it's something that we all have to face. And what about now? Like, what kind of relationship do you guys have now, if any?
So we originally thought I originally thought that I was just gay, and but then after years and years of figuring out why things were annoying me, I figured out that I was trans, and now I've been out and living my true self for 5 years now, and I'm actually 2 weeks post-op surgery.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna take the mic. I need a tip because I have yes, that deserves yes. That deserves an applause. So I'm gonna have top surgery next week. So check it out. I'm getting these triple D's taken out of me. And so you got any tips for me? Actually,
Stack up, and I mean stack up on collared button shirts. Because t-shirts and no tank tops, no t-shirts. It's just collar shirts.
Oh, dude.
Muscle shirts after about now 2 days that I've been able to put them on.
Yeah.
And have someone that can really, really be there in a personal times.
Yeah.
Showering. If you have a removable shower head, that will be better.
Okay.
Because you're gonna need it.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. That's good to know. Button ups. Nobody told me that. They just told me about the binding thing, the thing that you put on your chest that's like really, really tight.
Yeah, they give you one.
Yeah, so it's good. It works. It works good.
It helps to make sure you stay together.
Stay stable.
Yeah.
Not like moving. All right. Man, thank you so much for meeting with us. I'd give you a hug, but I know you just had your surgery, and but we really appreciate you coming out, telling a little bit of your story. Yeah, go ahead.
So we kind of started talking about it. So you've had your top surgery. Your family and your mom. Do you guys I hope have a relationship now, or are things better for you?
Thank God things have kind of fell into place, and it came to a point where this is me, and if you can't accept me, then I can't have you around.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And you know what? We all have to come out at our own time, especially when it's a time to be safe. But I feel like that really is the approach we have to take. This is me. Take it or leave it. Love me or hate me, whatever. Thank you so much, Julian, absolutely, for sharing such an intimate story with us.
Yes,
Thank you, baby. Thank you so much.
And with that, we'll be heading into a commercial break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So stay here.
Hi, my name's Brianna Guerrero, and I use they, them, theirs pronouns. I'm one of the co-facilitators of the Sources Youth Program. Thank you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting our youth. And happy Pride Month, everybody!
Welcome back. Welcome back to Moss Pride. Today is Saturday, June 12th. For those of you all that are here on later in the late train, and we are here with a COVID safe experience online and in person. You actually can see through the camera right now. There's it's just getting started. People are already doing some live art, having a good time. But we're here online. It's a COVID safe online and in-person experience. And I'm here. My name is Omequetzal Lopez, and this is my beautiful co-host, Isis de Luna. Yes.
CCC.
Aquí estamos y no nos vamos. But you can find us here on Facebook Live at the Source LGBT on their Facebook page. And then we're also on YouTube at The Source LGBT. Just look in the search bar. We got DJs going on right now. They're actually playing on Twitch. So if you go to @Dulce Upfront, that's DULCE Upfront on Twitch, you're going to find Twitch. You're going to find DJs on there. And of course, we're also on HopIn. It's a virtual experience. You go to hopin.com/events/outloud.event, and you can do some one-on-one networking. You can connect with vendors virtually, and you can see us here on the main stage. But if you want to come out here, we are also in person here at Fresno in the Moss Village here downtown Fresno, aka the Free Speech area downtown, aka where the clock tower is, at 1934 Mariposa Street. And then we also got DJs, right?
Mariposa in the house, 1934, y'all, in the Free Speech area. And yes, we have amazing DJs, Project Low, Mackle, Enrique Atanasio, Ome DJ, Groovy Drew, The Green Giant, KG559, and of course, Shibe.
Yes.
And they'll be playing throughout the day. I believe they're playing up until 5, and then everyone's shifting over to the Thrift Demon and Libelula area, right on the corner by where the Tower Theater area is, or the old school Tower Theater area is. So be sure to head out there for the drag show, because we have a drag show, and that's the official after party in that area. That's going to be from 5 to 9 on Broadway. Okay, 1154 Broadway Street. That's the official address of Libelula, and it's being hosted by Cara Coronado.
Yes.
And of course, the amazing, beautifully talented queens will be there. Camilla P. Davis, Ego Dolly, Crystal Cowboy, Melody De Leon, and Blue. So be sure to come out. Bring your dollar bills, honey, because these girls are doing day drag. And you all know how homophobic the sun can be. So bring your dollar bills and throw them at them. They literally deserve it, okay? The sun is not our friend.
No. But you know who's our friend? EOC LGBT Center is our friend.
Give it up for the EOC.
Yup. We're actually using we're using their see, it's getting wild over here. It's getting wild. The EOC actually connected us to the Ethernet cords here. We're actually in front of one of their main building right here in front of the plaza, and they're letting us use all their stuff, so we're squeezing them out of all those resources.
Thank you so much.
But speaking of resources, I have over here to our far right over here, we're gonna pull them forward this way. Jen from EOC, come sit down, who's the director of the EOC LGBT Center. Let us know what we got going on. I knew there's like a new building that you guys are at, so tell us about what you all got going on right there in that camp.
That is correct. So I'm the manager for the Fresno EOC LGBT.
You can put it closer to your mouth right here. Speak loudly. You got this.
I'm the manager for the Fresno EOC LGBTQ plus Resource Center, and we are located at 1252 Fulton Street. Currently, because of COVID, the drop-in space is closed to the public, but we hope to change that after June 15th, depending on the city of Fresno. However, if you need resources or a case manager or substance use disorder prevention, education, counseling, you can contact us via lgbtq@fresnoeoc.org. Shoot us an email, set an appointment. We're also hosting like 4 days a week virtual support groups.
Oh, wow.
For anybody who's looking for virtual peer support. They have great discussion happening there, talking about everything from coming out to support that they need to how to do gender and ID marker changes and corrections. So, and we have some events coming up. So at the end of the month, the 26th of June from 5 to 9, we're going to close off the street. There's going to be music, food, speakers for Illuminate Our Pride, the second annual Illuminate Our Pride event. We're hoping to maybe eventually at the end of it fill it in with a fabulous drag show, possibly.
Oh, great.
And so we're looking for vendors for that, resource tables. So get a hold of us at that same email, lgbtq@fresnoeoc.org. And we're going to have an incentivized vaccination clinic happening in the center, sponsored by the County of Fresno's Department of Health.
Awesome. So you said the event is June what again?
June 26th.
June 26th, which is a Saturday, June 26th, right here off the Fulton Street, right?
So it's going to be Fulton, and we'll be blocked off between Fresno and Merced Street, because the center is 1252 right in the middle there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate everything that you do for the community, and we also appreciate the fact, yes, there's some love. We appreciate the fact that you're letting us use all this Ethernet connection.
We want our resources to be the community's resources.
Yes. Any last thoughts to give?
You know, it's important that we are aware of all these resources that we have, right?
Mhm.
Which is what is so fitting about having Moss Pride, this amazing event where all these community organizations come
Hey, Geneva,
together.
how's it going, Geneva? I see you on Facebook Live. Go ahead. You're
where
saying.
all these organizations come together. That way people can be aware of just what resources they have available to them. And the EOC has a plethora of resources for you. You know, if you're seeking, you know, substance abuse help, if you're looking for peer, you know, counseling or support, they are here for you, and they can also help you in all kinds of ways. The first step is to reach out. So be sure to
Yes.
reach out to Jen at the EOC of Fresno, and
Yeah.
get the help that you need.
Yeah, thank you. And also, like, make your way here downtown if you you know, feel like you're comfortable, you want to come out. We're here 12 to 5, and then there's an after party from 5 to 8. We're having a good time. We got a lot of vendors, we got interactive booths, we got DJs, we got us.
We got a nice breeze going on. It's so nice right now.
Yeah, and we'll be back after this commercial break, so thanks for sticking with us.
Hi everyone, this is Noah Deves from the Source LGBT Plus Center. I am the Events and Fundraising Coordinator at the Source, but I am also the COVID Outreach Coordinator here at the Source as well, and I am here to give you all a PSA to go out and to get vaccinated. Right off the bat, you can go to myturn.ca.gov and you can sign up to make an appointment to get vaccinated at one of our local sites, one of our local clinics. You can also go to CVS, Walgreens. They are all doing vaccinations. And most importantly, they're free as well. So you do not have to pay anything to get vaccinated. As well, you should also continue wearing your mask, continue staying 6 feet apart, especially if you are in a place where you are around people if you don't know that they're vaccinated. If you're around other people, maybe you can be a little bit more relaxed, but out in public with other people you don't know, it's best to be safe. Also, kids who are 12 years and older can also now get vaccinated through the same link, myturn.ca.gov, or you can also call 833-422-4255. And if you are getting vaccinated or you're signing someone else to get vaccinated who does not know English or they speak a different language, that number and that site will have options for you that can assist you. So again, get vaccinated. It's essential to keep your family, your friends, your community safe. And it means that we can open back up. We are opening back up slowly, but that can be improved and quicker if we all get vaccinated and come together. So thank you, everyone. I hope you're all having a great Pride inside. I look forward to seeing all of your faces soon. Thank you so much.
Check. Well, you know what we have right now? Who just pulled up? We pulled up Maria and her daughter. How old are you, Mija?
She's 9 years old. Come on,
come
Mija.
sit down. And your mother, you come sit down right here. And you can sit down right here. And what's your name?
Nazreen Martinez.
Nazarene. She got a voice on her. And how old are you?
I'm 9. Pioneers Trailblazing School.
And you know where you're at today?
Moss Pride.
You are at a Pride, and this is her mother, Maria. I brought you over here because I saw your daughter was like really. Do you like drag queens?
RuPaul Drag Race.
We got a Ru fan up in the house.
So Maria, I see that you're here with your daughter. So I wanted to ask you, like, why did you decide to come to Moss Pride, and why did you bring your beautiful daughter with you?
So we came to Moss Pride because we came to support my sister. She sells the aguas. She's Mar Aguas, and so we came to support Fresno. And then we like today was the Pride today, so we just came. She wore her rainbow shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. So we came to support the community.
Yes. Yeah. No. I mean, I don't know if you have. Do you have a lot of yes? Do you have like a lot of queer friends out there, or?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Well, for us, just the fact that you're here with your amazing daughter, and introducing her to like the Pride experience is important, right? I don't know if you were able to go to Gay Pride when you were a kid.
No.
No.
Because that wasn't. We lived in a small town in Delano, California, and that wasn't something that was widely known. But my family, we had cousins and we had aunts and uncles that were like, but we knew, but it wasn't out there as much.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for coming and being a part of this experience. We appreciate that. And if you need a signature from our lovely Isis De Luna, she's happy to give you an autograph. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna escort you guys back. Yes.
Maria and
Nezrin. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Maria and Nezrin.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank
you so much.
This reminds me.
Oh, that curtain really likes you, honey.
I know. This reminds me of the first Gay Pride I went to. Check it out.
Tell us.
In Fresno, I was like 13 years old, and my grandmother gets in the car. My parents re-roll up to Gay Pride. My grandparents, both sets of grandparents, have their lawn chairs right there on the corner of one of the streets across the street from Cucas, where Cucas is right now. Sat it down, and I visibly remember the Gay Pride parade, and I remember this man in these chaps with no underwear, like naked bottom, and he was walking a chihuahua, and he was walking the chihuahua down the thing. But what I mostly remember are my grandmothers sitting there and just loving the experience of being at Gay Pride. One of my grandmothers passed away, Mama Mage, rest her soul. But my other grandmother, Mama Lola, is still alive. She's 87 years old. But the fact that I was able to sit there, be there, 3 generations down, and my grandmothers are there, my parents are there, and all my other siblings in that experience, I didn't realize the power of that. And so the fact that Maria's here with her child, I just want to ask for all these other people. I know Geneva said she's on here with her mother. That it's important that we have multi-generations, because once we continue to have all these multiple generations of family members that are not just from a distance showing their support, but actually being present and also speaking out against injustice.
Absolutely. And that's what we appreciate about Maria and Nezrin being here. Not only is it important for us to be seen by other LGBT people that can't come out, etc. It's also important for us to be seen by our allies. It's important for us to be seen by children.
Yes.
That we are here, that we're out. That we're a thing, that we exist.
Yes.
The more that people are familiarized with that identity, and it really is, it's an identity. It's not about we love parades, and who doesn't love a good party?
Right.
But it's important for people to know that what we want is visibility and recognition, for people to be able to recognize what it is.
Yes.
And that's why it's so important and so great that we have Maria and Nezrin here. And like you said, hopefully, with more families, we want that multi-generational experience to happen, because ultimately it would be so beautiful when we get to the point where everyone has that experience that you've had with your family. They have that multi-generational support. We lose so many people to suicide, homelessness, drugs every year, because they don't have that support. And we're here trying to make that difference and make the change.
Oh, I love you so much.
I love you too, baby.
You're such a badass bitch. Anyways, so before we go on a commercial, I just want to let you know that we have Brian Poth and Noah Dees that are going to be coming up next from the LGBT, The Source. They'll be back after this commercial break, so stick with us. So excited to be here.
So excited.
Happy Pride, everybody. My name is Spencer Salazar. My pronouns are he, him, and his, and I'm the trans program coordinator for the Source LGBT Plus Center. Over the course of this year, we've been met with many struggles, but at the same time, we've met many successes. Our program has been able, over the course of this year, to maintain attendance through an online platform, and that as we move forward to meeting in person, I hope to find new people in our community that haven't yet reached out, and that if you are somebody who needs help and support, know that you have a community here in our area that is willing to take you in and be a part of your family as well. Happy Pride, everybody.
Right now, everybody, look at that panorama view.
Wow.
And now we're like, look at this. Hi, Noah.
Hi, Ryan.
I feel like this is like a dream come true. I feel like I'm at the Rose Parade or something.
Yeah, or QVC or something. Like we're gonna try to sell our wares.
It's so nice to be outside and feel like it's really safe because the people are wearing masks and people have been vaccinated.
Yeah.
And now we sort of know what to do because there's been so much messaging around COVID.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to be here.
Me too. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would call it normal, but yeah, I think I agree where I just feel really safe to be back out. And there's a lot of energy like with people, especially this month. We were just talking, about other events that are being planned, spur of the moment community events from LGBT plus and just local organizations that, we're ready, we're safe, we're vaccinated, and like we're ready to start getting together again. So it's fun.
I was looking at some of the messages in the Facebook Live, and people are saying I'm vaxxed and ready, and that's it's kind of funny, but it's really good. I mean, I think it means that the messaging that we've been doing for the past 6 months is really working.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of LGBTQ folks are who had some vaccination hesitancy are getting vaccinated, which is really inspiring. And then community members that were vaccinated are able to speak out and say, hey, it wasn't that bad. You know, I might have had a reaction for like a day because I'm old, but it within 12 hours I was fine, and now I can like resume life and really feel safe. I know I personally have family members that have gotten sick from COVID, and it's really, really, really scary, especially for our young people.
Yeah, my uncle he got COVID, I think sometime like mid pandemic, and it was scary. Yeah, and we were worried for my grandma, you know, of course our grandparents, and you know, in regards to like hesitancy, like it's normal to have that. I think that even I had a bit of that, especially in the beginning, just with the circumstances of it. Like, you know, it was really quick, and so yeah, I think it was normal to have that. And it's normal still to have some hesitancy. But like you said, Brian, getting it, like if you have family members or friends that are maybe still hesitant, like it really goes a long way for you to get it and for you to get fully vaccinated and be like, hey, look, I didn't, you know, nothing bad happened. And, you know, then I can go out and be safe and go out to bars or, you know, hook up with people. You can trade vaccination cards, you know.
That's a thing now, huh?
It is, yeah. we had a couple comments.
Show me your card.
Yeah.
Show me your card.
Or you put it in your bio on Tinder or Grindr, you know?
There might be a new emoji.
Is there?
There should be a new emoji, like a vaccination emoji. We should do that, like a rainbow vax emoji.
We should Vax Life.
Yeah, hashtag Vax Life.
That's our new thing. But
so Noah, tell us about our COVID outreach. I'm going to call you a specialist, but you're in charge of our COVID outreach. I loved your PSA before, and how is it? How are things different now that things are opening up, and what's the messaging about like young folks and students, because they're going to go back to school?
Yeah,
and we've opened up vaccinations for young folks. What is that like, and are there any events that we can look forward to like in this area?
Yeah, no, definitely the messaging now is shifting towards getting young people vaccinated, especially as they have the summer break, and then a lot of schools going to be starting back in person. I think Fresno State, they announced maybe a few weeks ago that they were going to be in person this next semester. But yeah, I mean, if as young as 12 and older, you can get the Pfizer vaccine, and that's really important. I think there's some doubts of whether young people need to get vaccinated, but they do. They can. For one, they can get it still, and two, they can spread it. So, you know, if they're around older people or older family members, they still need to get vaccinated. Again, it's free. It's just as safe for children as it is for adults. And it's really necessary if you want to go out and feel safe at school and to continue opening back up. And to continue going to events. There is a vaccination event that EOC is doing that they're probably going to talk about later. And that's in the next weekend, a couple weekends from now.
It's the 26th?
26th, yeah. And there's a bunch of stuff that's being planned for the 26th. There is a vaccination drive, I guess you would call it. There's going to be food trucks. There's going to be a DJ all out front of the EOC. I don't know their address. I don't know. Maybe if you know.
It's on Fulton Mall. So if you know where the Fresno LGBT, the EOC Fresno EOC LGBTQ Resource Center,
that's why they call us the Alphabet Mafia.
Alphabet Mafia. That's awesome. That's a TikTok thing, right?
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. the gay vax agenda. But yeah, so I mean, you can go out there and get vaccinated, and while you're there, you can enjoy another sort of mini Pride event, I guess. We're out here right now because we're vaccinated. And, you know, I think a lot of our events, when we first started planning to do outreach, we were not planning to do very much in person at all. So it's so amazing that we could be outside like this quickly. And California's opening back up officially on June 15th. Also, June 15th, they're announcing the winner of the $1 million prize for.
Oh, is this the state money that they're sort of lottering off to vaccinated folks?
Yeah, they're doing the Hunger Games thing.
Hey, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind winning $1 million. That would be great.
No, yeah, I would get so much something.
What would you buy?
That was one of my surveys. I said, "What would you buy if you had that?" I think I literally would just probably be lame and buy like my parents a forever home or something.
Yeah, that's nice.
And to get some property, and I really want land, so that's probably what I would do, and be more than 6 feet apart from people.
Yeah, 6 miles.
Yeah, 6 acres.
Well, like Noah said, it's so important that people get vaccinated so that we can continue to do in-person events. I can't tell you, like, this is, I was sort of like a little nervous earlier today because I'm out of practice being around people.
Yeah.
But that's totally normal too. So if you are in the Fresno area, come out to this event. It's a lot of fun. There's great vendors here. You've seen some of their goods.
Yeah.
You can always come by our booth because we are giving away. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. We are giving out $25 Amazon gift cards. I believe we have 3 of them, or 4? 3? I think 3. And we're taking people's names and numbers down at the booth. And then we're later on, after we leave, or around when the event ends around 3. That's our part of the event. Ends at 3, goes until 5. And later, and there's an after party. We're going to call whoever wins, and we're going to mail it to them. We're going to send it to them. But if you want to play online, just message us at the Source LGBT on Instagram or Facebook. I will see it, and I will write your name down, and I will put it in the drawing, and you can win $25.
So our little bit, I think we talked for at least 10 minutes, right?
I think so, yeah.
So we're going to be back in a little bit. There's a commercial break right now, and after the commercial, you're going to see Ome and Isis, your favorite 2 folks. We'll see you later.
The Source saved my brother's life, and it could save the life of someone that you love. Like your son.
Or your daughter. Or that someone could be you.
Or it could be your partner that needs the help.
The Source has helped me through some rough times.
Rough times like being out in school.
And that time that I was struggling with substance abuse and my sexuality.
And that time I was struggling to accept my child's gender identity.
And let's not forget this moment in time that the Source has helped me get through COVID with HIV assistance and care.
It's helping me right now too with my lost job and my lost routine.
The Source is helping me stay undetectable.
El Source me está ayudando a mantener indetectible.
And with resources like PrEP, HIV testing, and education, the Source is helping keep me HIV negative.
The Source is helping people with their mental health through virtual counseling and support groups.
The Source has helped me learn to lead.
The Source is helping local business owners by supporting and promoting.
And the Source is creating space for LGBT plus young professionals
like us.
The Source gave me adventure and community.
The Source helped me feed my family.
So let's help the Source right now so they can be here beyond COVID and into the future.
So that they'll be here for the high school kids like my drama students.
And for all the college kids at COS, especially those who took my sexuality classes.
Please help the Source right now so they'll be there for that person who needs to come out at 71, like I did.
And so that they'll be there for the trans kid who needs to come out to live.
And for the new person in town looking for community.
And for a person like me who wants to be a strong ally.
And they'll be there for a grandpa who needs to stay healthy.
And the Source will be there for the parents who need guidance.
Help us, because we're just starting to change the world.
And there's so much more we can do
if we do it together.
Now is our rare moment to secure pride for generations to come.
And we're going to rise up, and we're going to be proud, and we're going to be outrageous. Woo!
Out and proud, Penny.
Yep, just like that. It's going to be amazing.
And it's going to be with your help. So give now. Thank you.
What's up? Welcome back again. Mas Pride, Brian and Noah, super informative. They're going to be back in another 10 minutes from now. But you're here with us live on location. Yes.
On the set
on set
of Mariposa Plaza Village, live from the heart of downtown Fresno, people.
Yeah, okay, and it's June 12th, 2021, so you can stick it in your membrane that it happened this year. Online, virtual, and in person. COVID-safe experience. Yes, we're doing it right. This is called a hybrid event, a hybrid experience. Yes. We got a tech guy in the background. My homeboy, Roy Robles, he's in the background. You cannot see him, but he's doing all the cute stuff.
Yes, he's so fantastic. He is on it. He's putting on all the display.
Yes.
He's in the background being like, okay, camera one, switch over to camera two. All right. Oh, hey, Isis, you got a little booger. Be careful. Take it out of your face. Okay. Yeah, so thank you so much, Roy, for all of your help.
We got to give a shout out to all the people that are putting this on. You know, the laughter was a little late, though, Roy. The laughter was a little late, but we're going to let that one slide. Anyways, but we got all kinds of homies that have helped put this event together kind of last minute because, you know, as we're rolling out into making shifts with like COVID and people getting their vaccines and then the government opening, closing, you kind of don't know. You're like, it's like, do I come out?
What's going on?
Do I go back in the closet? Do I come out? No, just kidding. No pun intended. But anyways, so I want to give a shout out to all these organizations that are helping out with this event. You know, my name Ome, and I'm part of Dulce up front. We're doing all the tech support. And then we have the Source LGBT Center, who's also helping support on the virtual end and the COVID, you know, kind of supportive experience. We got Mas Fresno with all the vendors and the actual space. They've been holding it down here at the plaza for quite a while. Libelula with the after party, Thrift Demon with the after party, downtown Fresno, as well as EOC LGBT Center and LMC Productions, who's helping with the Twitch. So I want to just give them a shout out, you know?
Absolutely. We got to give it up to all of our collective homies, all of these collective organizations that are coming together to put this event on.
Yes.
And I keep repeating it, you know, we need these events. We need these resources so that people know where they can refer to in case, you know, they need assistance, in case they need someone to talk to. So it's very important that we have this event. So thank you so much to all the organizations that came together to put this on.
Yeah. I mean, and speaking of people being here and putting this on, we cannot forget all of these amazing local business owners.
All these amazing vendors who we reached out to, and then we're like, I will be there for you. I will be there and support you. Yes. So speaking of that, let's bring on one of our local vendors here. His name is Justin.
Yes, Justin. And let's just, sir, second. I just want to show what Justin is wearing.
He is so hip with it.
Okay. I want to see the shoes though. Put those on that table, on that chair. Oh, on this chair right here. On this chair. Can they see you? Oh, you got to flip them up high.
There you go. Yes.
There you go.
He is so hip.
I know.
He looks straight out of like a Vogue magazine right now.
Yes.
He is so fashion forward.
And I want to just make it known that when we say like these are local vendors, like just be real that there's all these under 30 folks of color, you know, that are like holding it down here too. And they are business owners. They are they run businesses. So that's something that like sometimes we forget, that like this isn't just like some rinky dinky shit. You know what I mean? Like you have so much that you're doing, so much creativity that's coming out of you, and also being thoughtful of like all these, you know, streams of revenue, how to sell your product, and like, you know, but it comes with what's behind that is passion, right? Yeah, Justin, tell us more about what you do.
Thank you so much.
Bring it mic close to your mouth. You know how.
So yes, okay. I feel like I have so much power right now.
Pretend it's an ice cream cone.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I hand make jewelry. All of them are with freshwater pearls. So you're paying for quality and like genuine quality, like and items. I also do embroidery, just a few pieces that are like one of a kind. I upcycle a lot of thrifted pieces, and I just kind of make stuff that I wanted to wear, like for anyone, he, she, they, them, like everyone. Yeah, I just kind of started doing jewelry first and then embroidery.
Yes. Thank you. We appreciate your art, your creative energy, and your business skills. And
how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for about a year.
You've been doing it for a year, and did you mention that you do this on top of also going to school? Where do you go to school?
Yes, I go full time at Fresno State.
And you're a full-time student. Give some love to this person right here, full-time student and a business owner and rocking style.
With everything going on with COVID and being a full-time student and running your business, how do you manage? How does Justin remain cool as a cucumber? Like, what have you been doing this last year to remain focused and on task?
Or did you wake up like this?
Okay, as Beyonce would say, I definitely did wake up like this. No, I definitely have to take time for yourself to just kind of relax and self-care is very important. Mental health, just stay on top of that. Give yourself time to kind of take a break from people if you need to. I know that helps me sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here with us.
Yes, thank you so much, Justin, for sharing your story and being a vendor here, and of course all of your wares. Be sure to come through. Where can people? Do you have a handle? How can people reach out to you?
So my Instagram is at shopjpat, and my regular Instagram is just at jpat.
Okay.
JPAC, JPAC?
No, JPATT, because my name's Justin Patterson.
Okay, JPATT. All right,
Yes.
Justin Patterson.
Yes,
well, we'll see you out there. Thank you. We don't want to take too much more of your time. We got another friend here.
Come here. You can bring your drink, baby.
So we were walking around during the time that Brian and Noah were doing their thing, and Isis came across a future drag queen.
Yes, we have a rising star here attending the Mouse Pride event. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, little baby, tell everyone what your name is.
Nico.
This is Nico. And how old are you, Nico?
14.
14 years old. Yes. So he approached me and he said that.
I'm sorry. What are your pronouns?
Oh, yes.
He.
Okay.
He mentioned to me that he's interested in pursuing drag.
Yes.
So Nico, I'm very curious myself, because when I was a youngster, drag to me was just like, I would never do that. I could never do that. And look at me now. Okay.
Fabulous and free.
10 years doing this, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. But I'm very curious. What is it about drag that entices you, that you're interested in?
Well, I've always wanted to be this glamorous pageant queen, and now that I found drag, I can do that, and it's a lot of fun. To be able to dress up and be pretty and express how you want to express yourself.
Yes.
And it is a really good community to be in.
Yes. So speaking of community, you're here, you're 14. I don't know if you came by yourself.
No, I came with
Who'd you come with?
My uncle.
You came with your uncle. Yes. What's your uncle's name?
Timothy.
Uncle Timothy. Let's give some love for Uncle Timothy. First of all, Uncle Timothy bringing you here, supporting you as a human being, and you also, that's important, right? I'm assuming you love your uncle. Yes. Yes, and he loves you, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
When was your first introduction or experience with drag? Like how you're only 14, you're a baby, like a baby. When was the first time that you got exposed to drag?
My friend Dixon. I used to live in Kentucky, and he kind of introduced the show to me, RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
And I just started watching it more and more, and I was like, oh, this is something I want to do. Like, this looks like a lot of fun, and I could express how I, want to dress and be who I want to be.
Yes. You know what? And you know who I see right now? I see your Uncle Timothy. And I want to know if Uncle Timothy will come over here real quick. Uncle Timothy, will you come over here and talk to us a little bit about supporting your nephew and coming and showing love? Come get on the. Oh no, girl. No, come over here. Come. All right. This is Tim, actually. He's one of my homies.
DJ No Beats.
DJ No Beats. So Tim, you have your nephew here, who's definitely, inspired by RuPaul's Drag Race, but is obviously you came and brought him here. Like, why?
Well, he seemed really interested in it. We got talking about it. We was watching the show one day, and I was telling him how I watched the show also, and I was talking about Fab and all the queens there. I was talking to him about Fab and all the queens there, and all of a sudden I became the cool uncle.
Yes.
So, but I just wanted to, support him.
Yeah.
Everybody is who they are, and that's who you have to accept as who they are. And,
yes.
I mean, if that's his dream and he makes it, he can get me in the clubs for free. So.
Oh, he can get me in the club. Can we do a group hug? I want to do a group hug because I love that. I love this energy. We're gonna do a group hug right now. Group hug, love, nothing but love here. Moss Pride. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much for being here. We cannot wait.
So, Nico, I have one more question for you, and it's a $1 million question.
Yes.
Have you thought about a drag name? And if you have, what would it be?
I have, and it would be Valentina Van Buren.
Valentina Van Buren. All right, coming to you.
Okay, so sophisticated. At the Country Club, straight from the Country Club of Kentucky. All right, thank you so much, Nico.
Yes.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you so much. I love it. Yes.
Bye, guys.
I'll see
Thank you
later,
so
Tim.
much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
And I want to keep in mind that Tim is also part of the house music scene. Yes, he is a part of that, and I'm part of the house music scene. And we gotta show some love for the house scene, because growing up in the house scene, you learn very early that homophobic shit is not gonna fly. You know what I mean?
It is very queer.
Exactly.
The house scene is very queer.
Created by
roots.
its
roots are stem
black and
from,
brown, queer community. So I just want to throw that little in the bucket. And we're gonna come back with Brian and Noah from The Source after this commercial break.
Okay,
Moss Pride.
Last year, when we did our first Pride Inside, we had no idea that the pandemic would last so long.
I've seen so many acts of generosity. I've seen people who themselves were struggling during COVID donate $10, $20. That meant a lot, that they were so invested in the work we do that they wanted to make sure we continued.
Being that resource for people when they feel they have nothing left or they feel like there's no answers or solution, providing them with those things.
When we did the COVID Relief Fund, we were able to distribute $80,000 back to the community to help people with housing, food, hygiene. That was a pretty cool time.
In the next year beyond COVID, I look forward to being together and being safe and being able to connect and build relationships and best serve the people that I work for.
I am looking forward to getting back to our events in the original form. I want to see what we can do with events like Pride, with the gala, with Drag Queen Bingo.
Visalia as a whole, Story County as a whole, is going in the right direction in regards to LGBT visibility.
2020 taught us a lot. And these are things that we're going to take with us through 2021 and beyond.
Thank you for showing up for people living with HIV.
And thank you so much for helping us feed our community.
Thank you for getting tested.
Thank you for attending our events, even through COVID.
Thank you for getting masked up, and thank you for getting vaccinated.
Thank you for being great parents to your LGBTQ kids.
Happy Pride Inside, and happy birthday to The Source LGBT Plus Center. 5 years. It's amazing.
excited about our pop-up.
Whoever was on the back end doing that, thank you. Hi, everyone. We're back. Noah Deeds and Brian Paul from the Source LGBT Plus Center. And we're here with Jennifer, or Jen. Do you go by Jen or Jennifer?
Either one is fine. Just no Jenny's.
No Jenny's. Jen Martinez from the Cruz. What is wrong with me? So I'm sorry, Jen. From the Fresno EOC LGBTQ Resource. How are you doing?
Very fabulous. Thank you. It's so good to be with you all.
So, Jen, can you tell us a little bit about how your program shut down? And you were talking a little bit how everything shut down so quickly and what your programs looked like during quarantine a little bit.
For sure. Yeah. So I think, it took us all by surprise. I was saying, we didn't know. And then it was like, oh, this is really serious. We're probably going to have to close down the doors, and we're trying to be proactive to keep people safe and healthy. But pretty quickly, we were able to go from, in-person support groups and drop-in space to by appointment only and virtual support groups. So luckily, because EOC is, awesome, and they were able to get our tech people right away to get us all the Zoom and the work from home type of resources that we need. So we've been just trying to stay available to the community, because this time more than any, the community has needed it with the isolation and people are getting sick. And so, yeah, we've done the best we could to make sure that there's as many resources as possible during that time.
Yeah, I think the Source, LGBT Plus Center did a similar thing, pivoted to digital and tried to create and maintain online spaces for our community, especially with how necessary it was. We're opening back up. How is your program about to open back up in person?
Yeah, that is the plan. Based on whatever the city of Fresno guidelines are, they're supposed to do another announcement with California on June 15th. So the plan is whatever stipulations they give, we're all vaccinated in the center now. So if we have to do masks in the center, social distance, we are in a new space at 1252 Fulton Street with a giant conference space in the back. So we can do safely groups of probably up to 20 people with distance between us and masks on to make sure everybody stays safe.
That's really cool. Yeah, we keep talking about how great it is to be back in person and face to face with people, and we keep driving the message home that that's because we're getting vaccinated and that we're staying safe and that we're keeping masked up. Speaking of that, do you have any events coming up?
Right. Perfect segue. So on the 26th, which is a Saturday, we'll be doing an event from 5 to 9 p.m. in front of the center. It's basically going to be a giant block party. Right, we're closing off the street between Fresno and Merced. I'll be right in front of the center. Follow the balloon rainbow arches, and we'll have live music, resource tables, vendors, people selling their rainbow accessories. We'll do the second annual Illuminate Our Pride speakers, where we're working to lift the voices of the queer community, especially from all the different intersections that you find in the Central Valley. So we're lining up those speakers now. We're hoping to, at the end, do a drag show as well. And in the center, not only can you see the inside of the center, but the County of Fresno's Department of Health is going to be doing incentivized vaccines. The first 100 people are going to get the moolah. So show up for that. And if you have friends that have been hesitant or haven't been able to get a vaccine, send them out.
Money.
What kind of money are we talking about? I believe it's $50 for the first 100 people. Whoa. So yeah, and then there's also that California incentive. They go into a drawing to win like some big money. So yeah, now's the time. $50,000 drawing, right? Something, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing $50 for the first 2 million people who were vaccinated. Then 50,000 to I don't remember how many people, and then they're doing like $1 million+ one that they're announcing. I think and on the 15th when they open back up. So yeah, get vaccinated and get money. Speaking of, sorry, let's talk about the Amazon thing that we're doing. If you message the Source, we're giving away $25 Amazon gift cards. We're gonna do a drawing after 3, and we will send us your name and your number, and we will call you and tell you if you've won. We won't send you any spam or anything. We will only contact you to tell you that you won a card, and we will send it to you, and you will be happy with that.
We want to send people spam, like an actual can of spam, but we're not going to do that either.
Rainbow spam.
That's a call out to my mom. My mom loves spam.
I love spam. If you're coming out here today too, you all make sure you hit our booth and take a picture with either myself or any of my other staff that's out and tag us on social media. We're doing a raffle for a t-shirt at the end
Nice.
of the event. So.
Very cool. There's a lot of incentives to come out here and to get vaccinated.
And we have an event coming up on the 23rd, right?
We do.
It's our, well, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
It was not a good segue. I'm like, yeah, we got to talk about the 23rd. So we do have to talk about the 23rd because it's really exciting. We're doing a pop-up, our first like collaboration together, and it's a partnership with Fresno Behavioral Health. The Source has been doing pop-up centers in areas that don't have access to LGBT programming. So we've had Kings County pop-up for 3 years. We're out there every week. We've been virtual since the pandemic, but this one is the first time we're partnering with Fresno EOC, and I'm really excited about some of the programs that you proposed. And tell us about what we're going to do on the 23rd.
Yeah, so on the 23rd, we're thinking Pride art event, and so to start out, we're going to be virtual because again, we want to be safe, and as we can, we'll move safely into in-person pop-ups around so we can access all the different communities, especially rural, as you were mentioning. But hopefully we'll be able to do something where you all can come out and pick up some art supplies at the center over at 1252 Fulton Street. And then we'll do a virtual Pride art themed thing on the 23rd. And the time is 4 to 6? 4 to 6 p.m.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Cool beans. I think it's been around 10 minutes. Yeah. So we're gonna hit a short commercial break. Ome and Isis will be back afterwards, and then after that, more commercials, and then us again one last time. And
thank you, Fresno.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, everyone.
No. All right. Look at this. Look at this amazing.
Here we go.
We got people out here. We got the DJs doing their thing. We got people walking around having a good time, keeping it 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart. Welcome back to the Moss Pride. Today is Saturday, June 12th, and we are here with a COVID-safe experience online and in person in full effect. And my name is Omer, Big Unicorn. That took forever. That finally took forever. I shoot out rainbows.
She shoots out rainbow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rainbow ice cream.
I feel like I need to be sitting on you.
You should.
I should.
It's a comfy lap. I've been told.
I know.
I've been told.
I know. Oh my. I like it. Anyways, so we are here at Moss Pride. It is, like I said, it's a beautiful day. The wind flow is really great. And we're going to be here till 5. And then there's an after party, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Where's the after party?
The after 5 is at Libulula
and
Thrifty, man. They're actually working together. They're going to be having the other aspect, the after party over there. They're going to be having also vendors over there, music, and they're going to have a drag show. Excuse me.
Yes.
And it doesn't. Their event starts from
5 to 8.
5 to 8. So be sure to come through. The drag show doesn't start right at 5. They're going to be starting with other stuff, but come through. That way you can watch all the good.
Yes, and you can even have dinner there by yourself.
Absolutely.
With a homie, with a lover, with an undercover
lover.
I don't know. But speaking of lovers, I do have lovers in the house. Any lovers in the house? Can you come over here? This is your cue to make your way here.
Let's get some
lovers over here. That's you guys over there.
Lovers come and love up on all of us.
Oh my gosh, I got these lovers.
Come
They're
and
too busy
love on
loving
us.
up on each other. They forgot their cue. It's okay. I'm an angry unicorn too. Come on over. Come on, sit down. No, you sit down right there. No,
I can sit over there.
No, you can stand right there. You can.
Okay.
You see, we got love right here. We got love in the air. So we have Carol and Chelsea. Tell us how you guys met really fast. You got 15 seconds.
15 seconds. All right. So we
Close to the mic.
We met in Santa Cruz about like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and we met in the Redwood Forest, and we were each other's banana slug, and we love each other forever.
Yes. That's amazing. So so how long have you all been together?
So we've been together. Okay, so actually we met in 2008.
Uh-huh.
We got together in 2011.
Uh-huh.
We actually met
Study
at a
date. We
yeah
met at a
study
study
date. So we actually met at a Take Back the Night event that we were helping organize.
Okay.
And we studied together, and I liked her intelligence, and now we're in love forever.
More, you love her for intelligence, and you love her for other things besides her intelligence. Everything. Ay, dámelo dura. Anyways, so neither one of you guys was like straight before you guys met, like the kind of thing where you go. I have a friend that told me one time. She said, "Oh, I met somebody, but they're straight," and then another friend said, "Straight to bed." No, it wasn't like that.
No, I think both of us were super queer.
You gotta put that close to your.
Oh yeah, both of us were super queer.
Yeah, totally.
From the get-go.
We did cuddle the first night we hung out, though. That was it. No kissing, just cuddle.
Yeah, and you know what I noticed too? You guys came with an entourage. I want to bring your entourage out here. Where's your entourage at? Bring them over. Entourage. Where's their friends? Come on, apúrate. We don't got all day. Enough with the selfies. I want to bring their entourage. Come on. Come over here. Come on, entourage. So we have here. Is this your family, Carol?
Yeah, this is my family.
Put the mic closer to your mouth.
Joel is my cousin.
Yes.
Coco is my sister.
Yes.
And Jason is his husband.
Yes. Oh, your husband. And then you have other friends here. We got Alex. We got Jeremiah. We got all these other people. So tell me the importance of having family be here present with you during Pride. Go ahead. Tell me.
Well, when you're young and impressionable, people can be kind of nasty, but when you have family to support you and tell you that you're just the way you're supposed to be, that's the best part. That's the best thing about Pride.
Yes. Show some love right here. I want to hear some aplauso. Thank you guys for being here. All right, get off my stage. Get off my stage. We also got.
Thank you guys.
You know, I love
what
love
a beautiful
stories.
family.
That's a beautiful love story. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And then we also have vendors here that I want to show some love to. Come on over. We got Laguna Collective Jemima, who's here, keeping it cool. Yeah. Sit right there. Show us what you got here. Show us what you got.
Here you go.
Get on the mic. Get on the mic.
Hi, Ome.
Hi.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
I love you.
Love you too.
We got some Riso prints.
Oh, and
Rodney's
we
gonna help me. We got some books to educate folks about queer history of the United
Yes.
States. We got this on top.
Yes.
Let me show that to the audience. Hi, everybody. We also have some zines that we printed here in town. So we
Yes.
love supporting local artists, independent illustrators, and writers. More gay literature.
Okay.
Shout out gay people writing out there.
Hey.
Like Ocean Vuong. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
So that's available at our shop at 1418 Fulton. We also have more zines.
This isn't a full infomercial, Jemima. This is an angry unicorn talking right now.
So, so shout out to all the creatives out there.
Thank you.
Gay creatives.
But you know what I want to ask you?
Tell me.
I heard that you did a mural in Fresno. Can you tell us where the mural is and what it's about?
Yes, it's actually on the building of Fresno Barrios Unidos.
Uh-huh.
Shout out. We have this shirt that we made for that. I don't know if you can read it,
Yeah.
but it's for Black Trans Lives. And so the mural is called Black Trans Lives Matter. And we had a lot of people come out, community sourced posters that we were
Yes.
able to put on the wall. It was beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
sight to
Thank
see.
you.
Painting together.
Thank you for doing that and for being creative in our community. Get off my stage. All right.
You know what? I would just have to say I feel so fortunate. I feel so fortunate to be a part of this, and thank you, Ome, and everyone that put this together for including me. I just feel so empowered and so lucky to be surrounded by such creatives. You know, it's really the creatives that bring us into the future, that are at the forefront, the battlegrounds,
Yes.
actually. And I just feel so privileged to be around such amazing people that, you know, through their art, through their activism, through their advocacy, are making positive change in the world. And I'm just so lucky to rub elbows with them. I feel so special.
Oh, it's so special too to be next to people like you. And you know what? The queer, trans, two-spirit community all over the world, we're like behind the scenes and out in front too. When it comes to like all the entertainment you see out in the world, they try to make it seem like it's like a straight thing, but it's all these like queer and trans folks that are in the background
Behind the scenes,
making shit happen. Oh my
Yeah.
God, things don't just look cute like that. You got to put that sparkle on top, and we're the ones that do that. So every time you try
Who
to-
else?
Yes,
Who else?
No, who else gonna do it? I mean, come on. Anyways, speaking of all that, Brian and Noah are gonna come back for one more round. So we'll be back with that, and I'll have a different costume to wear. You'll see it when you come on in about 3 minutes after this commercial break. So stay with us.
we're back. Well, it's just me, Noah Dees from the Source LGBT Plus Center. Back again. This is our last spot to do some COVID vaccine outreach. We are so happy to be outside, to be out here with Moss Pride and Out Loud, community safe event. Brian Poth is off to go get some ice. So it's just me. So again, I just want to encourage everyone to get vaccinated. I know that you're probably tired of hearing that, but it's really important to not only for yourself to get vaccinated, but for your friends, your family, and to not make those who are hesitant around you feel dumb or bad for being hesitant. It's a completely natural emotion to be skeptical. But the most important thing is that you get vaccinated yourself, and that's lead by example. But so since we're on that, I thought we would go over some myths that I thought were kind of fun.
Should I say myth or fact, or are they all myths?
I mean, I'm not going to tell you now.
All right. And by the way, I got you some rainbow Dippin' Dots.
Thank you.
Okay. That's where I was. I was at the 7-Eleven getting rainbow Dippin' Dots.
If they have Philly cheesesteaks there, I love them. If you eat Philly cheesesteaks from 7-Eleven, you don't need to worry what's in the COVID vaccine. Okay, here's a myth. It's a fact.
Okay, what are we? Okay.
The vaccine is not safe for Black, Latino, and other minority communities.
Myth.
That is a myth.
I cheated. I've seen this.
The vaccines were tested in a large clinical trial with people of all sorts of different backgrounds and identities to make sure that there was no specific type of person that might be adversely affected. So, one of them within our trans community, people were worried about it interacting with maybe hormones, or people with HIV medication. But those people were in the study, and so far there's no adverse reaction. But we always have to say this: if you do have any doubts, if you do have a certain medical condition, or you're of a certain age, always consult with your doctor first if you have those concerns, and do what they say.
I feel targeted. You said of a certain age. I feel like you're talking about me. I feel personally called out.
I had worse side effects from the vaccine than you did.
You did.
And I'm 24. I'd never taken a day off from work before for being sick until I got the vaccine.
You have very strong reaction.
I don't want to scare anyone, but obviously I'm okay. But you can get side effects, and that's completely normal. It just means your body is having a strong antibody response, and it's good. Here's another one. It is unnecessary for young, healthy people to get the COVID-19 vaccine.
Boop. False.
It's false.
Did I win something? Did I win an Amazon gift card?
You did win. Message us if you want an Amazon gift card, and we'll enter you in a drawing that we're going to do at 3. $25 Amazon gift card. But yes, if you're young, 12 and older, you can get the Pfizer shot. 18 and older, you can get Moderna or the Johnson & Johnson. That's another one that people had heard, is the Johnson & Johnson wasn't safe. That's one that's pretty big.
Well, there were a couple of batches like early on, I think, that had difficulties, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a Moderna batch that wasn't great, and then there was a Johnson & Johnson one that had some reactions too. But overall, I mean, if you look at the statistics, the people that have adverse reactions are the percentage is it's so small. So.
No, it's really, really low. And I mean, it's far more dangerous to get COVID-19 than it is, just statistically speaking. Same thing. Another one was with pregnant people or people who are looking to get pregnant, that there might be some issues with that or with fertility. Again, there's no truth. I think this one might be on here. Getting a COVID-19 vaccine during pregnancy can protect you from severe illness from COVID-19. Based on how these vaccines work in the body, experts believe they are unlikely to pose a risk for people who are pregnant. But yeah, so I mean,
great.
You want to protect yourself and your baby, and so you should get the COVID-19 vaccine. So there's really no good reason. As far as I heard, there may be some illness that you have or some precondition that may make you more at risk for a bad side effect. But I've never heard of one that's like, if you have this, don't get the vaccine.
Right.
I've never heard that.
And especially folks living with HIV, I know there were concerns in the community, and you mentioned this before because, there's just mistrust, and we have a community, especially people that are longtime survivors living with HIV or AIDS, that are kind of traumatized by the fact that there wasn't access to any sort of medication for many, many years. Clinical trials for early HIV medication were really, really detrimental to the community.
Yeah.
There are people of color and other marginalized communities where clinical trials or vaccinations were detrimental as well. So there is some mistrust, and we understand that. And that's why we really community members took it upon themselves to get vaccinated early. And so that we if we're asking you to do it to keep our community safe, that we had to do it first. So I'm really grateful that our staff did that. Because now we can open up our center and we can see people that really need to be seen. So, and I was able to get some Dippin' Dots that are rainbow colored. Have you ever had these?
Not the rainbow ones, but of course.
And we are not. This is not a paid sponsorship. Although I wish it was.
If a Dippin' Dots executive is watching this, we will.
And the lady at the store said to me, "You should take a spoon." And I was like, "Nah, I don't need a spoon." And I should have listened, because I think if I had had a spoon, it would have been.
It's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
It's really good though.
So we're still out. This is what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's so fun. This event has been going by so fast.
It's 1:57.
It's 1:57. So we'll be back soon after this commercial break.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name's Alex Carranza. My pronouns are he, him, his. I am the facilitator at the Sources Kings County Pop-Up in Hanford, and I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Pride. We're going to see each other real soon, so be on the lookout for that. I miss all of you, and I can't wait to see all of you. Thank you for attending our pop-ups in Kings County.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. We are here live and in full effect here from the Mariposa Plaza Village in the heart of downtown Fresno. You need to get your butts down here. We have all these amazing vendors right here that are all selling their wares. We have artists, we have craftsmen, we got everything you could possibly need here. Amazing food vendors. Support your local vendors, your local business. Come through.
You're live. You're live. You're live. We're live. Say hi. Hi. Hi, Taco. Hi, Taco. Hi.
I love your taco outfit.
Check, check. We're back. We are back. Isis de Luna, and I'm back with my new outfit. I know. I'm
looking like a snack, baby.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my.
Tom.
Yeah. He's got everything a man and woman or anyone needs.
Stop. You crazy.
This is what I dream of when I go to bed at night.
You know, it's tacos before vacos.
Oh, true. Tacos before vacos.
Tacos before vacos. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, man. Hey, did you see all those amazing vendors right before this? We were out there.
Dude, yes, we got amazing food vendors.
Yes.
There's amazing arts, crafts taking place out here. You guys need to come through and support your local businessmen and women, business persons. Excuse me. Yeah, business people, y'all. And you know, it takes everybody to make our community come together.
Yes,
And that's what's
yes.
important here. We want to make sure that we include everyone. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
And amazing craftsmanship over
Yes,
here.
yes. You know, it's like the fact that people were able to pull this together so fast and to make it a hybrid experience, it's unprecedented. So we're like pioneers.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. The queers are here and we're getting used to it. And, you know, all the TwoSpirit people, the trans community, the drag queens and drag kings.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. And speaking of that, don't we have
we have a very special somebody very close to my heart.
Oh, yeah. Come on over.
My drag son,
Drag
Maximus Orgasmo.
Maximus Orgasmo is here. Yes.
So Max, tell us how, first of all, how you got your start and how you came up with your very provocative name.
Well, I'm just provocative, period. So I played around with it. But how I got my start actually was through Fab Fresno's So You Think You Can Drag show.
Okay.
And yeah, I just kept like trying to go out there more and more and trying to listen to the judges' critiques and improve my drag and build myself to where I am now. And I got involved with, you know, the Imperial Dove Court and just all kinds of other stuff too. So like, I don't know. Yeah.
I remember that you were. That's what I remember. You were very consistent because I used to go to watch the show, and a couple times I was able to judge. But you were always consistent. You were out there at every show. Do you think that being consistent, obviously being reliable, and of course taking critique, do you think that is important if you're interested and serious about breaking out into the drag world?
Absolutely. You have to stay consistent. And if you do want to improve your drag, you have to take that criticism, because if not, then you're not going to grow at all. Like if you see people telling you, hey, like, I love what you're doing, but, you could make it even better if you did, just tweak it just a little bit more, try something else, listen to your elders even, like I've listened to a lot of, I'm sorry. I've listened to a lot of people that are older than me or have more experience in the drag community. give me some, tips and stuff. And
Yeah.
it has helped.
And and that's the thing, folks. When you're starting off fresh faced, into drag, a lot of the times I feel like it is a little bit hard to take criticism. We either take it personal or we get defensive. It's important to know that when people are trying to give you a little tip or whatever, take it with a grain of salt. Matter of fact, don't take it like a grain of salt. Take it and analyze it. And for the most part, people want to help. They want to see you succeed. So always be open to what the feedback that people are giving you. You also mentioned earlier the Imperial Dove Court. What on earth is that?
Oh, it's just a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 that does a lot of community service, shows and stuff like that.
How long have they been doing it for?
It's like over 50 years, I believe.
Oh my goodness!
All together, I think it was.
Yeah, that means they started around the time of just a little after the Stonewall riots. Yeah, or around the same time.
In the valley, I believe.
Yeah, I think they've been they're the oldest LGBT charity of Fresno. Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, so I love working with them. I just have so much fun. I get to be creative in so many different ways. You get to meet so many people from even in our own community that we didn't even know. Even outside of Fresno, outside of the valley too. Like, it's really amazing just all of the people you get to meet and the lives you just get to touch because of it sometimes.
What are some of the accomplishments or titles that you've held from the Imperial Dove Court?
Let's see. Well, currently I am the ICPRX, so Imperial Crown Prince X. So normally it's a prince, but
Prince X? What is that?
I am non-binary, so for me, I really wanted to emphasize the Prince X. I don't full on identify as a prince.
Yes. Has that been? I've never heard of that before. Is that relatively new, or?
I mean, I've heard a few people use it. It's kind of new there and here, but some people are just kind of taking their term and just owning it. So
what about for Fresno? Is that something relatively new?
Definitely new for Fresno.
Oh, are you the first?
I want to say yes.
I think so. I would have to say yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, so besides that, I've also done some Grand Duke stuff. I have the 44 for Life title, and then I also had a Mr. MZTR Gay Fresno, so that was fun too.
Hey,
yeah,
Mr. Gay Fresno, Mr. Grand Duke, Prince X, Maximus Orgasmo in the house. Thank you so much, Maximus.
Yeah, thank you
for letting us interview you. Thank you, baby.
All right, now, yes, you did amazing.
Thank you, babe.
I love seeing.
Very illuminating.
Yes, and like involved in so many different things. That's the thing, is like you can get involved in so much. You don't have to just be linear, just like, and you can do just one thing, you know what I mean? But like the fact that like you can dress up, dress down, you can get just out in the community, be involved with different chapters, different organizations. You can create your own organization.
I mean, just look at the example here of what we have going on here. There's so many different organizations that are coming together. Why not? Intermingle, network, mix it up.
Collaborate, connect.
Collaborate, exactly.
Yeah.
And that is the theme, the moral of today.
Yeah, and I think we have a guest coming up right here. What do we have over here? What do we got? Are you
do we
coming
have
on?
A vendor?
We got a local business owner right now who is here at Moss Pride. They got their clothing and they got their style and they're on their phone and
they're promoting their business over
right
here
now on their phone. Okay, tell us your handle, who you do with,
what you do, and how people can reach
hang out
you.
for a while. Yeah.
I'm just so surprised.
Yeah, get on the mic. Get on the mic. Come on, go ahead.
My name's Fabio, and I
get close to the mic.
My handle is I have no clue where to look. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
My handle is Bad Kids Club.
Yes.
Bad Kids Club.
Okay.
But more importantly, we have a shop downtown. In the Mammoth Mall.
Yes.
Remember indoor malls?
Yes.
Way back in the day when this was all a road.
Oh, I remember Mammoth Mall. Mm-hmm. Yes, right here down in Fulton.
Yep. Rest in peace, Fulton Mall.
Yes.
Like the indoor mall.
Yes.
but we're still alive and kicking.
Yeah.
You can go in and get sneakers and gold and quinceañera stuff.
You're at Mammoth. You're still in Mammoth Mall.
We're in there, right in the middle.
Okay. It's open right now.
Yep, right now.
Yes, and show us the stuff. Some of the clothes you got right here. So
this is from a variety of vendors.
Let's help him out. Come on, girl. Come on. Help do. Anyways, a taco can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? You got me doing everything. You got me feeding people. You got people loving on me all the time. You got people trying to put me on shirts. Anyways, speaking of shirts, what do we got?
Okay, so we got the classic
Yes.
Puma.
We got Puma.
Bootleg Fuma.
Fuma, bootleg.
More bootlegs.
More bootlegs.
These are super, super hot online. You can look them up for like 50, 60.
Yes.
These are 30.
Yeah. We suffered from I've suffered from PMS, which is putting up with men's shit. Oh, okay. That happens a lot. Yes, it happens a lot. And then, I love this. You got the Pooh Bear. You know, I got some classic stuff here. You can store things. Your whole life can go in here. Tacos can go in here. I can fit in that.
Okay.
An awesome accessory. Like very nice. Very nice.
Bottle caps.
Yes.
Bottle cap.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us. Yeah, give me that mic. Yes.
And then just once again, you said that people can find you on Instagram under bad.kids.club.
Yes. You can definitely find all the other vendors through there. We're always posting our hours and the days we're open. And thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Thank you, Fabio.
You can go now, Fabio.
We love you. Thank you.
Fabio, looking fabulous. Fabio reminds me of the Fabio that I used to see on those books that you weren't supposed to read. Oh yeah, with the hair, the dude
novels.
in the 1980s. That was what it was.
Hey.
I know. We have another friend here. Everybody just is here. Bryce. Okay, yeah. You're live. You're with us live. Wait, you want to say something? You want to say hi?
I don't know what to say, but hi. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
My name is Bryson.
Bryson, tell us your coming out story.
Oh God. Okay.
Real quick, make it fast.
I was on the city bus. I decided
it happened on the city bus.
It did.
Oh
it
my
did
God.
actually happen on the city bus. I called my mom, called my dad. Actually, I called my dad first. I told him I came out as bisexual first because I had a girlfriend prior, and I felt like maybe I can make this work.
Did you say you had a girlfriend prior?
I did have a girlfriend prior.
Okay.
I had a girlfriend all throughout high school.
Okay.
Right. So anyways, long story short, I told my dad, that thing that you say you don't believe in? He doesn't believe in bisexuality.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, that's what I think I am.
Oh, wow.
And as time went on, I obviously progressed and I became more into with who I really was. And I'm gay.
But why on the bus? What was happening on the bus?
I was kind of just finding myself. I didn't have a car at the time. I was 18. I was going to city college at the time, and I was actually getting on the bus at the Manchester station area, and I just felt like, you know what, like, it's not going to be. There's never going to be a right time.
Yeah. No, never.
So it's just going to be when I want it to be.
Right.
So yeah. So that was my coming out story. And I told my mom, she was a little bit less accepting. She swore up and down. She's like, did anyone do anything to you? Did anything happen to you? I'm like, no, I've felt this for years. I'm just finally okay with it. You know? So that's it.
Well, Bryson, thank you for telling us your quick story.
Hold on. You have your Twitter up or Grindr up? I don't know what that is.
Grindr.
Can we talk about that right now?
Let's talk about Grindr.
Okay, so
you don't have Grindr.
Sure.
Okay, let's talk about it real quick. No, you have a boyfriend?
Okay, so when did you find your boyfriend? How long have you been with your boyfriend?
We've been together 4 years, going on 5.
4 years? Oh, okay. Well,
okay.
Because I want to talk to someone who during COVID, was still, meeting people and stuff. So go find me someone.
Oh, do you have a story? Do you
Go
know
find
friends that are on Grindr during COVID and how they stayed safe?
That's
or
okay.
not?
We're not here to. We're literally not here to shame anybody. We just want to. We want to talk about the experience of how that must have been during COVID. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, Grindr was popping during COVID. I suppose.
I heard, and I think a lot of people definitely subscribe to the what's it called? I think it's called Grindr Extra.
Okay, what's Grindr Extra?
They got tired of the people that they could see next to them. They wanted.
What's Grindr Extra?
I think isn't that the one with subscription where you pay a little bit more?
Boring. He's saying boring. The tech guy is like.
putting crickets on us.
I know. Well,
I'm so into
sounds-
this.
I
I want to know
know.
more.
I want
We'll
to know
talk more.
We'll talk more later.
You too, baby.
Yes, you just wanted to say hi.
Thank you so much for sharing your
Hi.
coming out story with
Isis,
us.
Isis, if you didn't know, Isis is famous. If you didn't notice, all these people coming over
Please.
here wanting autographs. You got little kids, little 9-year-olds coming over here asking for
That's
autographs.
because they think I'm a clown, which I am.
Stop it.
Which I am. I'm a clownfish.
But I never, I don't get to experience the grinder experience. One, I'm in a relationship, but that you can also have multiple relationships. You can be with multiple people if you want to. You can roll solo.
Yeah.
And it's also, it's important to just think about, risk reduction. Just risk
Exactly.
reduction. You know what I mean?
Harm reduction. And,
Yeah.
self-care, self-love.
Yeah,
My partner and I, prior to COVID, had an open relationship.
Okay.
And then obviously, once COVID started getting really serious and everything shut down, we became exclusive again.
Yes.
We weren't going to risk getting sick, getting each other sick, getting our family sick.
Yes.
Obviously it's not worth it, and our relationship and our family and what we have together is way more important.
Yes.
So and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Yeah.
We're not going to be opening the floodgates. That's when Governor Newsom says it's okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're still going to on the side of caution, and
Good for you.
Yeah.
But not
plus,
everybody.
plus, I've become a little more. I've gone back to my old jealous ways again. So
okay.
I'm
You
not,
can't handle the
I don't
heat.
like to share my things.
No, you don't like to share.
I mean,
things, and there's nothing
I don't
wrong
like.
with
I don't like to share my loves.
my loves. I got you. Well, we're gonna be back one more time after this, and then we're gonna end our time together here on the Source LGBT Facebook Live, YouTube Live. But you can still find us on Twitch at Dulce Up Front on Twitch. We got those DJs on there, and then HopIn. If you're on HopIn, peruse the platform because we're gonna be utilizing it more often. And of course, we have an after party from 5 to 8, Libalula, with all these amazing drag queens. Are you going to be there, Isis? And people will see you there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna show face?
I'm gonna be here everywhere.
Okay.
All over Fresno.
All right. Well, we'll be back right after this commercial break, so stick with us. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Brianna Guerrero, and I use they, them, theirs pronouns. I'm one of the co-facilitators of the Sources Youth Program. Thank you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting our youth. And happy Pride Month, everybody!
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 1
check. We are back. We are back. And you know what I got for you for sticking around? I got this. I have one of my donuts. Yes. I offer a donut to you, all my beautiful people out there. All the queer, trans, beautiful people, all of the amazing Two-Spirit folks out in the community. Y'all are special and amazing. And, continue to find joy every single day, every single day. Be present in the moment and find joy. Nobody can take that away from you but you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take that away from you but you. And when there's stuff going on, and thank you. When you have people that are not supporting you, you have to move them aside. Even if they're family, you got to move them aside and bring other people into your life that celebrate you every single day. And if they're immediate family members, unfortunately, like your mother, like your father or grandparents or a sibling or an uncle or an aunt, you got to create space for other people. And you can say, I love you. But right now is not the time for us to share space together, because unfortunately, you are not elevating me, celebrating me, and giving me the love that I need at this moment to be my true human self. And that's okay. And then I want to give another one of my donuts to Isis.
Thank you.
Yes. I love Isis so much with all of my heart. Yes. And thank you for being my co-host,
Thank you for, like I said, thank you so much for asking me. Like, we've worked together in the past, and every time you reach out to me, I'm always so excited. I always say yes. Because I feel like I'm being a part of something big, and just working with Lisa up front, hosting Women to Women, all of these events, and now this, I'm the privileged one. I'm the blessed one that's able to participate.
We're all blessed.
Represent all of us. Absolutely.
We're all blessed. We're all blessed. Yeah. And I want to bring on a vendor, because before we get out of here, before we exit the premises on this part of our event, we still go until 5. We have somebody here. What's your name?
Gooey Stranger.
Gooey Stranger. I love it. Gooey Stranger, you have, let me see what you got right here. We're going to hold your stuff for you. So go ahead and get on the mic. Tell us what you got, what you're selling here at Mott's Pride.
Today at Mott's Pride, I have some prints.
Yes.
I have t-shirts. They all have like my face on it to some degree. I also have jewelry, bracelets, necklaces, earrings. I love all that fun stuff.
Yes. And how can we find you? Oh, shit. How can we find you? How can we find you?
I'm on Instagram under Gooey Stranger.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. And tell us why you're here at Pride, though. Are you just here to just slang some stuff and make some money, or is there another reason? Think about that answer. Think about that answer. We're hoping there is a right and wrong answer to that. Why are you here?
So I just want to note on today, I haven't seen so many smiles in so long. And today I'm getting the human vibe.
Yes.
We're all on this planet together.
Yes.
And I feel like my art touches that like cosmic identity that we all share. And I just want to be a part of that. Like, I'm so glad I came to smile and share this energy with everybody.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We're going to let you take your stuff back. We got another vendor. We have another vendor in the house. You over here?
Yes,
Come on over.
Rachel.
Rachel, work it, Rachel.
Yes, mama.
Yes.
Welcome. Have a seat, baby. Yes, ma'am. All right, this is Rachel, you guys. Rachel, why don't you tell everyone about your business and what you do?
Okay, so first of all, my name is Rachel. There we go. Okay, so I have created a handmade small business here, local in Fresno. We also have a storefront. The name is Revamp the Label. My name is Rachel. It's Revamp the Label, and I hand make hair clips. So right here, you can see I have my name. I don't know if there we go. You can see it. I have an all-exclusive Pride collection coming out right now. There are rainbow rhinestone letters. So we do hair clips. I do croc charms. And my queen over here, she has a beautiful one hiding in the bag.
She made me this awesome. Put it close to the camera. It says queen.
So if she doesn't want to wear it in her hair, you can always wear it on your purse, a backpack, and so fun.
On my little nightgown or my bra strap,
you can be
whatever.
bougie at night.
Absolutely. And Rachel, how long have you been doing this?
So it's officially been a year and a half since I've
What?
had my own. Yes,
Oh my God.
right?
You started with this right when COVID happened?
I was like, I'm not about to be stuck at home all day with 2 babies doing nothing.
Girl.
So this is my hobby. And
Good
now it's
for
a business.
you. Oh my goodness. You guys, this is why we support our local business. This is why we support local vendors. Everything that we do to support, when you buy, you're literally helping Rachel and the babies.
Yes,
the
I have
babies
2.
at home. She has 2.
Absolutely.
And she has amazing stuff. She has the cutest croc pins.
Yes,
you know how
have to see them.
You know how the crocs have the little holes?
Yep.
She has these cute little pins that you can put in there. They're
Yes.
accessories. They're a hot rage right now.
Very cute.
Mommy, how can people find you? How can they look you
Okay,
up?
so we have an online storefront. It's revampthelabel.com. That's RAEVAMP, thelabel.com. Also have an Instagram at revampthelabel. What else do I want to say? Oh, small little plug.
Absolutely.
I work for the LGBTQ plus resource center, and we have yes,
What?
yes, and so we have.
Tell us.
We just got a permit for it, so it's going to be so much fun. Food trucks, vendors, a free vaccine clinic at our location, and it's on 1252 Fulton. So make sure you guys come out and see me. And
There you go, y'all. That was Rachel of Revamp.
Yes, Rachel.
Yes, thank you
I
so
love
much,
it. Thank
baby.
you so much.
Thank you.
And she's here till 5 o'clock. She's
Yes.
here till 5 o'clock.
Yes,
you
come
can come
through, you guys.
buy her stuff. You can go online on her virtual platform. And that's what I'm talking about. You have all these beautiful people of color, queer, trans folks that are selling their stuff. They got their local businesses, young and vibrant and doing it. If you feel, oh, we got another person. If you feel like you have a vision, a passion, and you want it to come to fruition, you can totally do that. It doesn't matter. You don't have to wait for the right time, right?
The right time is now.
That's right.
I'm vaccinated, so I'll just-
You're okay.
I'm cute and vaccinated. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. Okay, so my name is Jada. I use Jada in pronouns. Online, I go by Veda, just THEYDUH. It rhymes with my name, Jada. You get it? Yeah, so I'm just here to, I love Pride Month. I'm here to sell all my stuff, my rainbow stuff. Yes, thank you. That is my Y'all Means All King of the Hill
That is
fan
so
art.
cute.
I have sent this to Mike Judge himself, and he said thank you.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, King of the
That's
Hill
Bobby
says
Hill,
pride.
Peggy Hill, and Bobby Hill.
Yes. And yeah, I sell buttons as well with all my original designs. I make the buttons by hand at home. Yes. Thank you so much. I do appreciate this.
Where can people find you?
People can find me actually online. I've had my own web store for about 7 years now. It's just cryptids.org, which is CRYPTIDZ. Cryptid is Mothman, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, that kind of thing. I'm
Gotcha.
obsessed with, fun stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Yes, and I am non-binary, trans, they, them. I love living my truth. Oh, I also do earrings. These glow in the dark. Yeah.
Ooh,
Those are only
lovely.
10, I think. Is that what it says? 20. Oh, thank you. Oh, I up the price. Yeah, thank
That's
you.
good, honey. Support your local business, you folks. Support queer,
Yes.
trans, people of color businesses. We
Yes.
are here. We are representing here at the Plaza, the Mariposa Plaza Village.
Yes.
Come through. We're here till 5 o'clock. If you haven't been able to make it today, if you're just tuning in right now, it's not too late. Come and join the Moss Pride Out Loud event.
Yes. We're here till 5. We have an after party from 5 to 8. You're going to be at the after party? You're going to be at the after party. We're going to be at the after party. So make your way on to Libelula and over there to Thrift Demon. After this, just a block away. If you want to make your way here, you can. And if you don't, that's totally okay. We got the Twitch DJs till 5 p.m. on Twitch at Dulce Up Front. That's DULCEUPRFRONT. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate
you,
you.
Dana.
We don't want to take too much more of your time, so you can go ahead and make your way back to your booth because I know
Thank
people
you,
kind of buy your stuff now.
Thank you.
And it's our time.
It's our time.
Yeah. Isis.
I had a really great time.
I had a great time too.
Always with you, I have a good time.
Always.
I don't think we've actually like co-emceed anything
No,
before.
never. It's our first time
Now we
together.
know how good we
I
are
know,
together.
girl.
We make such a good pair.
You can hire us. You can hire us.
We do private events.
Yes, contractual agreements. We
Absolutely.
do expect. Thank you very much.
Deposit up front, honey.
Up front. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Moss Pride, June 12th. Well, it's our time. You all have an amazing rest of your celebration month, year, whatever it is. And we thank you for being here. Any last words?
We're here, we're queer, and we're not going anywhere,
TwoSpirit.
folks.
Yes, all of that. Love you guys. You
Love
guys have a good rest of your day. We hope to see you out another time. Stay safe, COVID safe, and we'll see you soon.